state now, where officials say that limo crash that killed 20 people, the limo rather, failed an inspection last month. Prestige Limousine owned the vehicle, that's according to federal records, in September, and 3 of its vehicles failed inspections and were cited for multiple violations, including no or defective emergency exits and malfunctioning brakes. An attorney for the company says he does not think the infractions are what led to the tragedy. The limo was carrying a group of people to a birthday party when it drove through a stop sign and barreled into a parking lot outside a country store, hitting and killing 2 pedestrians before ending up in a ditch. Thousands attended a candlelight vigil Monday night for the victims. That included 4 sisters and 3 of their husbands. Well, that crash has sparked attention all across the country. Safety, among other things, have been a priority for investigations, and local limousine companies are now taking notice. WCBI's Blair Schaefer joins us in the studio with more on that. Blair.
That's right, Andrea. This tragedy has made transportation services everywhere buckle down on their safety regulations. I was able to speak to one limousine service owner today and talk with him about how this devastation affects everyone.
Not only are families heavily affected, but nationwide an entire industry is feeling the impact. Columbus limousine owner Leo Robinson says that he will put more emphasis on safety now more than ever to keep his business up to par.
When something like this happens, on a national level, of course, it's time to revisit that. It's time to bring up any new ideas or any fresh ideas, a fresh approach to safety. And I think that's one of the most important things that's been a vital part of the success of our business.
A big part of staying safe is well-maintained vehicles. State law requires an annual inspection, but Robinson goes the extra mile. He says it is not unusual to have a couple of his cars worked on after a week's worth of driving.
Really, there's not a week that goes by that we don't have some type of maintenance issue. That's just staying on top of your fleet. We own and operate 12 vehicles here, and that requires basically maintenance and servicing of something just about every week.
State law demands that each limo driver is certified with a CDL license, as well as a specific class describing the number of people they can drive. Leo's luxury limo's 12 cars allows parties of all sizes to have a good time while staying safe. Although Robinson says it is not so much about serving larger parties that makes him happy. He's more focused on making sure each passenger gets home safe.
Each of those passengers represents a family, and we're all family members, as well as, we're providers for our families, and this gives us an opportunity to see what's at stake. Not just a party or not just a good time, but the safe return of that family back to their rightful owners.
Mississippi state law does not require passengers to wear a seatbelt while in a limo. However, Robinson encourages all passengers to buckle up. His 20 years of business has allowed him to stay on top of new rules and regulations, as well as understand how to prevent fatal crashes from happening here at home.
This is not something that we take lightly. Safety is a very serious issue, and we take pride in putting safety first, and this will be a wake-up call that requires us to do that, take a fresher look at it again.
Robinson plans to hold staff meetings more often in hopes to ensure a better experience all around for his guests. He also hopes to implement more preventative measures to help his drivers keep them out of harm's way. Andrea.